This is what my van looks like pretty much every single morning. It's an absolute mess, and I gotta start my day with cleaning everything up. It's not really like this because I'm lazy or messy. It's more so just because I have stuff on my bed during the day, and at night when I'm ready to go to sleep, I take it all off my bed and put it on the floor, put it on the tables, the desks, the counters, and that causes me to wake up to a huge mess. So for me, it is essential to get my day started with cleaning everything up and making the van look as good as it possibly can. Obviously, the first step is making the bed. I always made my bed at home, so I wanted to keep up that habit while I was in the van because I think it's just a great way to get the day started because it's the first task that you're completing of the day. So it really helps motivate me to keep going with the tasks that I gotta do because it's like, all right, I got the first one done. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep powering through, you know? And at the end of the day, you got a nice made bed to get into. Now, the van bed doesn't get made that well, just enough to look presentable. Pillows, cover up some of the wrinkly blankets, hide the tags. Let the adventure begin. Got my Flyers blanket. Not proud about that this season, but what are you gonna do, you know? All right, now that the bed is made, put some of this stuff back on here so that I have room to function during the day, you know? So I recently got to Santa Monica. When I started my journey in January, I went to Vegas and I was there for a couple months and it got super hot. So I decided to get closer to the coast and now I'm in Santa Monica and I love it. First couple days was kind of rough because I was trying to figure out how everything was going to work for me as far as my schedule and routine, but I think I got it locked down. It's nice coming to a new place after being in one spot for a while because it kind of like restarts my energy and my motivation. So I was able to figure out a routine and I'm feeling good about it. It's just about 7 o'clock. I'm going to finish up cleaning the van here and then we're heading to Muscle Beach to get the day started. And there we go, all cleaned up just like that. Cleaning the van isn't that hard because it's basically just moving things back to where they were. So it takes me about 10 minutes and then we're all cleaned up for the day. And I can usually keep it pretty clean for most of the day. Nothing else to do but brush my teeth and head out. A lot of people ask why the West Coast, why Vegas, why LA, Santa Monica. And honestly, I didn't really have a spot in mind when I decided to do this. I just wanted to get out of Philadelphia. Not that I had anything wrong with Philadelphia. I actually love it. I grew up there my entire life and never had any issues with living there. But at some point, living the same life, doing the same thing over and over again, working the same job, you fall into a rut. And I just wanted some change. So I decided I was gonna live in my van, and what better place to do it than 2,600 miles away from where I grew up. I think whenever you implement a big change like that into your life, it motivates you to get to the next level. And that's kind of what I was struggling with. I've known forever that I want to be successful in music, but it was just really easy to fall into a routine that didn't push me towards that goal when I was living at home and in my comfort zone. So being out here kind of gives me a chance to put it all on the line and basically give myself no other option but to succeed. So I got myself into a new morning routine where I'm getting out early, I'm working out in different ways than I have before, I'm meditating and envisioning the things that I want in life, and that's really been motivating me to keep going. And I'm pretty stoked that I get to live like this. All right, so I want to talk about the things that I do to stay motivated while I'm on the road, working for myself, and just kind of doing my own thing. Because it's not always so easy to stay motivated, even though I'm living a crazy lifestyle of being in a van and traveling the country. Sometimes I want to just lay in my bed and scroll through social media just like everyone else. But coming up with a daily routine that I can follow really helps to keep me motivated and break some of those habits that keep me from achieving my goals. The first thing I want to talk about that helps me stay motivated every day is my 5-minute journal. This is something that one of my best friends sent to me, and he insisted that it would help out with keeping me motivated. Basically, all it is a journal for people who don't like to journal. It prompts you to write down 5 things, 3 at the beginning of the day, 2 at the end of the day. And those are things like, what are you grateful for? What are your daily affirmations? What would make today great? And then at the end of the day, you write what you learned and the highlights of your day. It's really cool because it forces you to recall the positive aspects of your day while basically not even acknowledging the negative parts. After my 5-minute journal, I have a regular notebook, and basically I use this to keep my to-do list. I also have my to-do list on my phone, and it is all time blocked. So I literally have it laid out when I'm waking up, when I'm eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner, when I'm getting certain tasks done, like working on music, working on my YouTube videos. All that stuff falls into my to-do list, and it's time blocked, so I know exactly when I should be getting it completed by. I don't always get it perfect, but I try to get it as close as possible. It's also important to schedule breaks. If I'm spending too much time on a certain thing, sometimes I get burnt out. Since I'm currently living by the coast, it's so easy to just get out, take a walk down the beach in the beautiful weather, hang out for a little bit at a park. It's definitely something that helps me stay motivated throughout the day so I can get to the next task. Also, you should keep in mind that everything you do throughout the day should have some relation to a goal that you're trying to accomplish. Now, a lot of people hear the word goal and they strictly think career-wise, but no, that's not how it should be. You should have goals on every aspect of your life. Like for me, one of my goals is to make sure I maintain a really good relationship with my family and friends, even though I'm 2,600 miles away from them. And I also have big career goals too, which is why I spend a majority of my day working on music and content so I can get to where I want to go. I had an interesting upbringing for somebody in the creative space, because a lot of times you'll hear a lot of stories about someone who's really creative or really successful and how they had to deal with a lot of adversity of people and family and friends telling them that they weren't able to do what they wanted to do, or they should get a real job or something like that. It was a lot different for me because ever since I was 10 years old, for some reason, everybody around me wanted me to do what I wanted to do. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword. I don't really have that motivation of trying to prove everybody wrong because a lot of people believe in me. I've since adopted a new quote that I heard, and that is, laziness is disrespectful to those who believe in you. And that really hits me because, like I said, I got a lot of people who believe in me. So if I'm ever feeling lazy or unmotivated, all I have to do is remember that phrase and it gets me going again. It's actually so important to me that I had it printed out and it's hanging on the wall in my van so I can look at it every single day. So like I said, it's not always easy to stay motivated. And I understand that not everybody's in a situation that I'm in where I can just travel and go to the beach during the day and get myself in the right mindset to be motivated. But there are so many things that you can do in your daily life to keep you on track. Make sure you have your goals set and your actions planned. It's okay to take some downtime. It's actually essential. Don't overdo it, and make sure you're able to get back into your routine to stay productive. So that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed hearing about the ways that I stay motivated while I'm on the road and trying to accomplish some goals. If you did, you know what to do. Make sure you're subscribed here. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I'm just under 500 right now. I know it's pretty far away, but I think we can do it. Also, make sure you head over to my Instagram to follow me there so you can keep up with me in real time. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.